So I'm moving from California to Florida.
Emy's moving away. That's
yes,
crazy.
We're in my hometown right now. It's a bittersweet experience.
So it's a bittersweet experience, but I feel like this is cool because we get to do it together. So we wanted to just show that in today's vlog of moving.
Packing up all the boxes, the beauty of my hometown. I've lived in the same city or in the premises of the same city my entire life. Born and raised Cali girl, but people think that I'm from LA or San Francisco, some sort of city life, whether if it's because of the way that I dress, or the way that I act, the way that I talk, whatever it may be.
She in the country, y'all.
I'm in the country, but I'm also simultaneously in a melting pot. I'm in Central California. It is the #1 agricultural place in the whole entire world. Berries and nuts and crops is where it's grown here.
Bro, they got cows everywhere and horses and all types of animals. I've never seen a large amount in one area.
I've been here the entirety of my life, and I would like to say where I live is a huge melting pot of country folks, a lot of people all over the world, because people come all over the world just to farm here. So I've always grown up really diversely, even people who came down from the Bay Area, even getting away from the LA life, coming into here. I really enjoyed living out here because it was such a pleasure, but yet so quiet and still. And I think that's something we could take a lot for granted. And, you know, in LA and all those big cities, that's where people think you got to make it. But It's God's even doing so much where we're at here. And I think where I've lived, I've seen the beauty of God completely just blow me away.
And I also feel like your life, even living in this part of California, has been like a testament of God can use you wherever you are. You don't have to be where everyone thinks you have to live to make it big or to get the status or the fame, but you did this and established yourself very well where you were.
God could use anyone from anywhere. Think of Gideon. He was of the smallest tribe and he was the weakest link. He was the least of the least, but yet God used him mightily. And so I believe God used me as a Gideon in some ways. And I think it's now a Moses to Joshua moment. We got to go.
Right. And that's what we're doing. We're moving across the country.
But now we're just packing up my house. It's very weird because something we've been saying the entirety of this move is that it doesn't feel real. Speaking for me, it feels super desensitizing. I'm gonna get closer. I'm sorry. I just want to get close to you. It's kind of been desensitizing in a lot of areas because, you know, marriage and stepping into a relationship is something that you hope and pray for so long. And then once you finally step into it, it's, oh my gosh, is this actually happening? And it's emotions that are so big. Moving, leaving, cleaving, marriage, leaving everything that is familiar to you. I think it's hard for married couples who just get married in the same vicinity, but for us, even being with each other on a day-to-day basis is a new custom to us.
No, it's like doing 2 years of long distance now. It's like, hey, we get to see each other every day. We've never had that. It still feels like I'm about to get on a flight and go back to Florida.
Right.
But no, we're about to spend every day together.
But there's such a grace for us to be with each other now and to move at the time that we're moving. And I'm blessed that this grace is here because for a moment we didn't know if it was.
Right.
And we're just really blessed. And I've just learned so much. Just learned a lot. Yeah, it's been really good, but I'm excited to move on next. I think I've talked about this on my TikTok when it comes to like moving and just this season, just as much as, and we've talked about this so much, especially through premarital, but something that we talk about is that you can have a really high and simultaneously a really low at the same time. Yeah. And we're experiencing really big highs and really big lows at the same time. Yeah. And there's a grieving that's undergirding this great celebration and this great covenant that's ahead of us. But there's a grievance to our old life and the way that we used to operate, even just alone time and being so self-sufficient.
Right.
There's so much that's being lost, but it's good. It's sacrifice. Because I believe you don't sacrifice bad things.
Right.
You sacrifice things that are good. And I believe that the Lord is honoring our sacrifice and what we're doing together.
On the other side of that the grievance is joy. We get to fully embrace the joy of this season. And this is something new that the Lord has graced us with, has promised us with, and that we can walk in fully, knowing that He's backing it up.
I think what this has also taught me a lot as well is what it's like to be reconciled back into God's heart. Because I believe everyone on this earth is married. Stay with me.
Right.
It's because we have a bridegroom, and that's the Lord, and we are the bride awaiting for His arrival. And there's a lot of preparation that goes into it, and there's grievance and a lot of death, right? There's a denial and a death to self to be reconciled and married into God's heart. And when we see when He sent His one and only Son, and He was crucified and resurrected 3 days later, and was Jesus was quite literally the living communication of God's heart. He is the embodiment of love.
Yeah.
And so when we accept the cross and when we embrace it, that's basically us accepting a proposal to God's divine invitation for us to be married with Him.
Yeah.
And this engagement season, going through that grieving process is something that I'm able to share the sufferings of Christ in that.
Right.
And that's very beautiful because we want to share His glory, and we want to share the honor and the praise and all of the aspects and the luxuries of what Christ has conquered. But what about sufferings? And
I feel like individually we both could give our own things of what we've learned in this season of engagement. And I feel like what we share with each other, it has brought us back to an understanding of all these things, all these feelings, is basically just showing us how to love like Christ. Just a new aspect of Christ that I have not seen before, at all. And it's been really refreshing to look at scripture and know, dang, Jesus also went through this, and He can identify with me in this suffering and in this grief, but also this joy. What was it, Hebrews
4:14 through 15, for we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weakness.
Yes.
And Jesus is the greatest high priest, King of all kings, who is able to empathize with us. He didn't come just to exalt and reveal Himself, but to empathize. And I believe knowing that that's the nature of God is insane, because God gets all the glory just by simply revealing Himself. But to get glory through empathizing with the human race is beautiful. And it's a pleasure to know that Jesus empathizes with us, and that God sees our hearts, and that we're able to experience a heart with Him.
And we have a million things to share with you guys, but let's get back to the house and start this packing.
Let's go. We could talk
got a
about
lot of work to
Jesus forever, but we need to pack.
All right. The most beautiful girl
Oh my gosh.
in the whole wide world.
Thanks.
That is you.
This is me.
It is you.
Give me camera real quick. Is that the most handsome man?
Is it me?
Yes,
Is it me?
you. Oh,
Is it
yes.
me?
Is it you? Yes.
a handsome man.
Yes, is this a handsome man? Sometimes I be looking at you and I'm like, two things.
Yeah.
You play out things so much. I love it though.
I do.
And then, like, no one could be smiling or laughing or giving commentary or feedback, and you're just like this. And I just love it.
No,
You're always smiling.
That's really me though.
I love it though.
No,
You're
yeah.
literally like this emoji, like the one with the long eyes that. That's
the
you.
long eyes,
Yeah, my golden retriever.
Wow. So if I'm the golden retriever, you're the.
No, people think I'm a golden retriever though too.
Wait, so we're two golden retrievers?
But I think you're way more golden retriever than me.
Possibly.
I think so. I think so.
Good morning, and this is another day of moving. There's been a lot going on. So tomorrow the movers come, and today we're basically getting everything in order, packed, ready, so that tomorrow when the movers come, a quick, easy, simple move. We don't gotta do too much. We don't gotta stress. This has been an amazing couple of days. One, we've been seeing a lot of family. We've been making sure that we're good, mentally preparing for this next season of our lives. It's crazy. It doesn't feel real. But from the beginning, we've seen, since we were dating, being boyfriend and girlfriend, how the Lord has been with us, how he's kept us, how his hand has been on us. We've seen his grace, we've seen his mercy, we've seen his favor. And I feel like for us, the only thing me and Emy keep talking about is just wanting to continue to pursue God's heart and be carriers of his presence. And I think going into this next phase of our life is we get to do that together. It's not about what Malik has going on, it's not about what Emy has going on, but it's what we can build as a unit. And I think we've really just been trusting God in that. And I feel like it starts with taking one day at a time. And today, this is what we got on our agenda. But I'm expectant and I'm excited because I'd love that we get to do it together. If you're like, where's Emy? Emy is downstairs. I can smell this amazing aroma. She's downstairs cooking. So she's a chef. She makes food.
Gotta bring on the tray.
The tray.
I'm so hungry. This one's yours.
Okay, let's go out there and eat.
Closet that was once filled with so many beautiful clothes, so wonderful, color coordinated, hyper organized, and now it's empty, which is so crazy. Malik left to go throw out some trash in a dumpster because when I tell you, like, clogged the black trash can, we need to get a dumpster because there was so much that we literally had to throw away, which is okay because I'm okay with letting things go. But yeah, it's like weird being in this space and just being like, okay, I'm here, I'm moving, this is wild. There's been so many times, stop it, Emy, because I know I'm gonna cry. There's been so many times I've cried out to God on this floor, just have ran into here. This has just been a secret space of mine for so long, and it's so challenging. Today has been really hard. The mover's come in about 2 hours, and it's been really numbing, disassociating, unreal. One of those things where it's like, hey, like, I know that I'm moving, but I don't really understand it. It hasn't fully happened yet. And so I'm just looking at my home empty is like, it sucks. And then, come on, light, turn back on. What's also hard too is, what do I want to say? What's hard is I've been living with my grandma the past 1.5 years, almost 2 years since I met Malik. And we just had a talk downstairs that just warmed my heart and just has been making me sob. It's just like, I'm gonna miss everyone. If you don't know a part of my story, my testimony, where I come from, etc. I grew up not really having a close relationship with my family. If I did, it was with my siblings. But otherwise than that, I didn't have a close relationship with not really much in my family, possibly like my Mimi. Besides that, our family dynamic has been very rough growing up. I didn't grow up in a Christian household, very lukewarm, Americanized Christianity, different conversation. And the grief that I'm experiencing is, since coming to Christ 5 years ago, almost 6, being the first in my family to come to Christ and fight for my last name and everybody that I'm connected to, my family. When you a first generational curse breaker, there's just a warfare that comes with that. And when I stepped into that role and started to intercede for my family for years and years and years, and I mean years, this has been the first year where I finally got to watch that unfold. And my own mother that I was not close to at all growing up is now like my bestest friend. My niecey that I love so much. I've been able to live with her the past 1.5 years and just watched her grow so much. And even my little brother Austin has came to know the Lord, and he's just growing up. And my stepdad and my brother, and just so much stuff. And I'm so happy with my family because I believe the family I have right now is the family I always prayed for. So the grief and the celebration is, I celebrate what God has done here and through my family. And I'm so blessed that he's touched their hearts. My mom got radically saved, and it's like just like one by one. Again, coming out of a non-Christian household. Even last November, not last year but the year before, my grandma passed away, and she was complete atheist her entire life. My grandpa was an astrologer and a scientist, so he was super into like astrology, completely agnostic, and so was she, but she gave her life to Christ 2 days before she died. And just like seeing how God has made shifts in my family from a family that has not known God has been so sweet. But I grieve because I finally got what I prayed for, and I felt like I only got to be here on the ground to enjoy it for just so long, but to see it is a miracle. So I'm so blessed what the Lord is doing with my family. He's gonna heal my heart, and I know it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. And I know that this is the necessary step that I need to take. It's just definitely very difficult living in that fruit that you've prayed and tended and watered and taken care of for so long. And so I believe this is the ultimate surrender and sacrifice. Is God, this is your responsibility. You have done what you needed to do through me here, and I trust that when I leave, you are going to keep it okay, because I'm used to being the glue. It's time for me to stick to something else, and there's a lot that comes with that. But I'm really excited, and it's gonna be really good, but I'm gonna miss my family a lot. But I'm also overjoyed because 2 years ago, I don't think I would have missed my family this much, but I just can't wait to just be with them all the time. And so it's sweet, it's fun. And that's really it. My light keeps going in and out, y'all. I'm so sorry because it's the automatic light. I hope our apartment does not have that. Gonna finish cleaning. The only thing that's in this closet is my wedding dress. That's so heavy. Oh my gosh. That's it, you guys. That's it. So let's finish cleaning the house and see if Malik got back.
The yard sale. Yo, let me tell you how much of a creative genius Emy is. Right now, we're in the middle of a move, but all the stuff that she's not selling, all the lamps and everything, she's also having a yard sale.
You mean what I'm not taking?
Yeah, what you're not taking. My
Not
bad.
what I'm not selling. I'm
Yeah,
selling all
not
this. That's why
selling.
we're doing a yard sale.
My brain is working, it's too hot.
It's okay. It's like so hot outside.
Yes, it's really hot.
Yes.
But yeah, this is what people used to say back in the day when you're getting 2 birds with 1 stone. Look at it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Nice. It looks so nice, like all the lamps, the greenery, the wood. If you need a little ladder for your blankets and whatnot. And some seating and some bath trays. Yeah, she did that. Yep.